Imagine you're standing right in the middle of a brightly lit Tata showroom, and the year is 2026. You are totally ready to buy a new SUV, but suddenly you are facing this massive dilemma. You're looking at two absolutely incredible machines, but the thing is, they represent two completely different philosophies. And honestly, that's exactly what we're going to unpack today.
So which keys are you going to take? Are you going to grab the keys to a vehicle that offers this bold, crazy glimpse into the future? Or are you going to reach for the keys to a trusted, proven legacy? The huge problem we're seeing in 2026 is that so many buyers are falling into the trap of making this choice based on looks alone. Seriously, they just buy the shiny new thing or they stick with what they know without truly matching the vehicle to their actual day-to-day lifestyle. Well, by the end of this explainer, you are going to know exactly which set of keys belongs in your pocket.
Because let's be real, this is a heavyweight showdown. On one side, we have the Tata Curvv. It's this aggressive 2030-inspired SUV coupe that literally looks like it rolled straight off a sci-fi movie set. And on the other side, we have the Tata Nexon, India's most trusted compact SUV, a vehicle that is loved by hundreds of thousands of buyers. It's a classic battle of the bold newcomer going head-to-head with the undisputed champion. All right, moving into Section 1, the Curvv's early dominance, looking specifically at design, space, and feel. Let's look at the early rounds of this matchup. Right out of the gate, it's a clean sweep for the Curvv across design, size, space, and interior quality. It just completely dominates these early spatial rounds. But why is that? Let's break it down one by one. Starting with design, the Curvv is just the ultimate head-turner. I mean, with its coupe-inspired roofline, those connected LED light bars, and the very modern flush styling elements, it is futuristic. When a Curvv drives by, people turn their heads. It just inherently feels expensive and special. Now, the Nexon is muscular and handsome, for sure, but next to a spaceship, it suddenly kind of looks like the reliable, sensible dad of the group, you know? But the Curvv really isn't just about the looks. A lot of folks mistakenly think these two SUVs are roughly the same size, but they aren't, not at all. The Curvv has a distinct length advantage, and that extra length translates directly into much better rear seat comfort, wider shoulder room, deeper legroom, and a noticeably larger luggage capacity. If you're a family buyer who frequently travels long distances, this extra cabin space makes the Curvv the definitive choice. Sitting right next to it, the Nexon genuinely feels like a smaller vehicle. So, the crucial point here regarding the interior is captured perfectly by this thought. The Curvv simply feels like Tata's next-generation product. Now, both SUVs have great, modern, soft-touch interiors with massive screens. In fact, the Nexon has one of the absolute best cabins in its entire class. But step into the Curvv, and that upscale dashboard and premium seating position just elevate the whole shebang. It truly feels like you are sitting inside a completely different flagship-level price segment. Okay, Section 2, Technology and Performance. This is the highway cruiser versus the city commuter. Now, this is where the competition gets super interesting. If you're worried about missing out on features by picking one over the other, please don't be. The shared tech list is massive. Both of these vehicles are absolutely packed to the brim with modern gadgets. We're talking huge touchscreens, fully digital instrument clusters, wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, ventilated seats, connected car tech, premium audio systems, the works. Yes, the Curvv's interface feels a little bit newer and more sophisticated, which gives it a slight edge, but realistically, both of these vehicles offer significantly more technology than most buyers will ever actually use on a daily basis. But here's where your daily route should absolutely dictate your choice. The Curvv is your planted highway cruiser. Because of its larger body and stronger performance options, it feels incredibly mature and refined at high speeds. It's practically built for long-distance travel. The Nexon, on the other hand, is your agile city commuter. It feels so much lighter. In heavy urban traffic or when you're squeezing into tight parking situations, the Nexon is actually easier and, frankly, a lot more fun to toss around. Which brings us to Section 3, the Nexon strikes back. Let's talk practicality, costs, and value. All right, let's talk about your wallet, because the narrative completely flips here. The Nexon is the undisputed financial champion. It's lighter, right? Which means you're getting much better real-world efficiency during stop-and-go city driving. Couple that better city mileage with a significantly lower upfront purchase price, and man, your bank account will be thanking you for choosing the Nexon over the premium pricing of the Curvv. Before we make any final judgments, though, we absolutely have to talk safety. And honestly, it's a dead tie. Both vehicles share a robust foundation of multiple airbags, electronic stability control, and Tata's legendary rock-solid structural engineering. Higher variants of both even offer advanced driver assistance technologies. The main takeaway here is really simple. Safety is not a compromise. You are fully protected no matter which set of keys you grab.
So the crucial point really boils down to this one question. Do you actually need what the Curvv offers? Think about it. The Nexon costs less, yet it still gives you excellent safety, modern tech, strong design, and decades of proven reliability. The Curvv unquestionably offers more space, more of that premium feel, more highway presence, but you have to pay more to get it. I challenge you to look past that shiny new 2030 exterior design and ask yourself if your actual day-to-day lifestyle really requires paying that premium.
All right, let's wrap this up with Section 4, the final verdict. It's time to match your persona. Let's map these vehicles directly to you as a driver. We'll start with the practical, financially savvy buyer. You should absolutely buy the Tata Nexon if this checklist sounds like your life. You want maximum value for your hard-earned money. Your daily route consists mostly of city driving, gridlock traffic, and tight parking garages. You prioritize lower overall ownership costs, and you want a proven, highly reliable SUV that still packs in all those modern features. If that is you, hands down, the Nexon is one of the smartest purchases you can make in the entire country. But next, let's look at the profile of the style-conscious, long-distance buyer. You should definitely buy the Tata Curvv if your checklist looks more like this. You demand premium, head-turning styling. You have a family or maybe a ton of gear that requires significantly more cabin and luggage space. You travel frequently on highways and really need that planted, heavy cruising comfort, and you just want an upscale, futuristic ownership experience. If this is your persona, that premium price tag on the Curvv is completely justified. It truly is the next evolution of Tata SUVs.
So, it really all boils down to your primary goal. If your goal is the premium experience and your budget isn't a huge concern, the Curvv wins for sure. It delivers that larger cabin, the stronger road presence, and that undeniably upscale feel. But if you want the smartest financial decision, the Nexon remains the absolute king of value. It offers literally everything you realistically need at a much, much better price point.
So we end exactly where we began. You're standing back in that 2026 showroom, the Futuristic Curvv or the proven Nexon. The choice is entirely yours, but I want to leave you with one much bigger question to chew on. As cars like the Curvv push these aggressive, swoopy EV-like designs into the mainstream, are the days of the traditional boxy SUV like the Nexon finally numbered? Take everything you've learned today to make your choice.